In this video, I want to share with you the best way to earn an extra 5 to 10K per month while working a full-time job or while in college. And for those who don't know who I am, my name is Trevor, and I went from being a broke college student, jumping from business model to business model, to hitting my first 10K per month, dropping out of college and achieving full-time location and financial freedom. And if you stick around all the way until the end of this video, I'm not only going to share with you what you need to do, but I'm also going to show you a live example of somebody that is not me putting all of this into principle, and you can see the results that they're currently getting. So stick around until the end and you can see what that looks like, and it should be fun. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So this video is perfect for you if you're a young man between the ages of 18 to 26 and you're currently working a 9 to 5 job, or you're stuck in college with no way forward and you want to make money online to hit your first 5 to 10K per month, but you're not looking for some like get rich quick bullshit that's going to make you millions overnight, but then you'll be broke again. You're committed to putting in the actual work, and you're willing to sit through non-edited videos that actually provide value to you rather than these like dopamine videos that don't actually help you. You want to level up and become the best possible version of yourself, and you're frustrated jumping from business model to business model without making progress in any of them. And here's what you're going to get if you watch this video all the way until the end. First, I'm going to show you the proven foundational principles about making money in general that no one will ever tell you about, so that you can actually ensure you can make 5 to 10K per month now, but also succeed into the future because you know how it actually works. Then I'm going to show you how to identify the booming industries and where the market is trending so that you can learn how to capitalize on it by choosing the best business model or the best vehicle for beginners to start with. And then after that, I'm going to give you a crystal clear roadmap that you can use to get started and to get to work on it. So first things first, you need to understand what money really is and how it's generated and how it's given to people. Because if you don't get this part right, it won't matter what business model you choose or what skills you learn or anything like that. You'll never be able to make money online. So, what even is money and how is it generated? Millions of dollars are being printed every single day. There's no shortage of money in the world. In fact, AI says it's about $123 trillion are circulating through the world. So why can't you make a small 5 to 10K per month? Well, all you really need to do is capture a tiny percent of this. But what even is money? All money is stored value. If you want money, you need to provide value to the marketplace. If you want to make 10K per month, you need to provide 10K per month worth of value to the market to make that money. And value is created when pain and when problems are solved and alleviated. So here's an example. You have this person here that is starving, and you have this person here that has fish. They have the solution. This person pays money to this person for the solution to solve the problem. So a problem starts, which creates pain in this person's life. Then they go find the solution and they pay money. Then that problem gets solved, the pain gets alleviated, the value is created, and the money is made. And this is how it works literally at a foundational level for making money. So, if providing value is how you make money, then the question you should be asking yourself is how do you provide value in the make money online space? And the way to do this is through skill sets. This is where a lot of people get stuck because they think that they can go start any business model and just make money. But the reality is, skills are the backbone of every single business model that people talk about. It's the thing with drop shipping, it's the thing with that SMMA, all of this stuff. They all require skill sets. So you need to learn skill sets. Without the right skills, you can't create any value. And without value, you can't make money. So you need to acquire skills to give you the capability of creating value in the market. Then when you can create value in the market, you make money. And this is how it works. And the reality is you need to have specific skills because depending on the business model you choose is going to depend on the skills that are required to actually run that business model. Every business model at its core requires skills. So SMMA, you could solve a digital marketing problem for a specific type of business that creates value, but there are a lot of skills required to do that. Same with drop shipping. Drop shipping, a certain small product solves a problem for one person, and then you do that for thousands or millions of people. That creates value in the marketplace. But here's the problem. These business models all require a wide spectrum of skills in order to make them work. Like SMMA, you need to learn how to do multiple skills at the same time. And for a beginner, this just makes it usually too complicated for people to make these things work. And that's why a lot of these business models literally have like a 5 to 10% success rate. And if you tried any of these business models, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you break down each of these business models, They're just a combination of skills packaged into a business model. All of these different skills for SMMA, all of these different skills for drop shipping. And the problem with these business models is if you don't nail all of these skills, you won't make it work. So your objective as a beginner should be to find the simplest way to provide 10K per month worth of value to the marketplace. So how do we actually do that? So if we understand that making money comes down to providing value and every business model is simply just a system or a way to provide that value and it requires skills, the next step is choosing the right vehicle to hit 10K per month so that you can provide 10K per month worth of value to the market in the easiest and the simplest way possible. Most people really complicate this by jumping into high complex business models, like I talked about with dropshipping, SMMA, and many, many more examples that require mastering multiple skills, even like growth operating or starting your own agency, all this stuff. Like it's just too complex for most beginners. As a beginner looking to hit your first 10K per month, you should be focusing on the exact opposite of complexity. You should be looking for something simple. Instead of juggling all these hats with all these complex different business models, pick a business model that only requires you to learn one high value skill. You do need to learn skills, but you don't need to learn 50 of them at the same time. You need to learn one high value skill. Then you need to partner up with an already existing online business that's already making money in the info product space, which is the new booming industry right now, if you haven't paid attention at all. And you're going to, after learning that one skill, you're going to go inside of this business, use that one skill to solve problems inside of their business and therefore provide value to them, alleviate the pain of them not being able to make as much money as they could be or should be. And then you get a percentage of that. And it's that simple. This will allow you to remove all of the complexities that come with building a business yourself, where 80% of businesses fail in their first year, and make it stupid simple for you to actually make this work and still have the potential of hitting 5 to 10K per month part time so that you can end up leaving your 9 to 5 job or college. And the best in the simplest business model to hit 5 to 10K per month as a complete beginner is high ticket info product sales. So this is either appointment setting or closing. It's using the skill of appointment setting first, which is a lot easier. So if you're a beginner, you start with appointment setting. If you're a little bit more advanced, you do closing. And this was the main catalyst that allowed me to go from somebody who was broke in college. I failed with a couple of business models because they were just too complex. I couldn't really make it work. This was the only thing that actually made sense, and I could see how I could make it work literally just as a normal person. So here's how it works. The online education space is booming more than ever. I'm sure you see it every single day. It seems like there's new people talking about different stuff, and they offer some sort of course, digital product, service, etc. And every single one of these creators is running an info product. In fact, this industry is literally going to double over the next couple of years. Here's the problem, though: 99% of these people that run these type of businesses face one massive problem. They do a terrible job converting attention into money. They do an absolutely terrible job taking all the attention that they get on social media, whether it's likes, followers, comments, subscribers, etc., etc., etc. They do a shit job taking these people and converting it into money in the most efficient way possible. And this is the skill that you learn. This is the skill that you learn as an appointment setter and as a closer, is learning how to turn attention into money in the most efficient way possible. And the best part is when you learn the skill, you can provide it into a business and solve a massive problem and make a lot of money. But you can also use it for yourself if you start a business yourself in the future. A lot of these business owners straight up just don't have time to respond to people in their DMs or reach out to people that are following them on social medias. And so as a byproduct, they lose out on a lot of money. And a lot of these people are aware of this too. This is why it creates a lot of pain for them, because they know they're missing out on money, but they just can't do it themselves. So as an appointment setter, you're basically turning people that follow, like, comment, engage, etc., even like community members, you're turning these people into sales appointments. That's it. You're not even selling them anything. You're just booking them on a meeting. You're setting an appointment. That's why it's called appointment setter. As a closer, you're the one that's now taking these appointments and selling an actual product on these meetings. And so again, appointment setters, it's a lot easier to get started with, but as you get a little bit more advanced, you want to transition into doing closing because it has a lot more leverage and it's a lot harder to do. So you become less of a commodity. Most people, again, start off as an appointment setter, transition into closing. And one of the biggest hidden gems about doing something like this compared to just like a regular 9 to 5 job is you get paid on commission. The problem with the world right now is that most people don't get paid on commission. They get paid by the hour or they get paid a salary. The problem with that is, I'm sure you've maybe even experienced this yourself. You could have coworkers that are lazy and do nothing compared to what you do that make the same amount of money as you do. And it's bullshit. Likewise, you might have somebody that goes in and works their ass off and does better work than every single one on the team, and they still make the same money. If you get paid on commission for doing something like this, you get paid a lot of money based on how good you are. And this allows you to focus on just getting better every single day, which is what you should be doing anyways. It's also very important to point out that you're not like, when I say sales, a lot of people think of like the Wolf of Wall Street sales, where you're like shoving products down people's throats over the phone and you're like forcing people to buy shit. This is not the case. You're not trying to sell some like $50 products and forcing people to buy. If they don't buy now, they're going to miss out forever. Like, that's just so cringe to me. In fact, it's the exact opposite. The selling that we do in doing appointment setting and closing is a lot more focused on helping people rather than pushing them to buy. So when you actually make a sale, the person on the other side of the phone, in a lot of cases, if you do it right, will actually want to buy the thing that you're selling. So you don't have to push, or you don't have to like persuade too hard. They want to buy the thing. And it makes you actually feel good when you sell the thing, because you're not forcing them to buy. They actually wanted to do it themselves. As an appointment setter, you earn a commission, typically 5 to 10% of whatever money that is end up being made. So you could imagine, if you are working in a business that sells, let's just say, a $5,000 program, a lot of people line up wanting to buy this thing. You go in and help that business owner, and for every sale that you help bring in, you could get 10% of that, which is $500 per one, which makes it pretty simple to earn an easy 2 to 7K per month if you're good. And that's just appointment setting. When you go into closing, you usually get paid even more than that. On top of that, the best part of all, probably in my opinion, is you get to work with an already semi-successful online business, and you can see the ins and outs of how they run their business, so that in the future, if you eventually do want to run your own business, you'll have the experience and you'll have the skill to know what it actually looks like, so that you'll have a much higher probability that you actually succeed with it. Whereas a lot of people, they just jump straight into starting a business, and that's why 80% of businesses fail in their first year. You partner with an already semi-successful business, you see how they operate over the course of a year, you hit your 5 to 10K per month, and then you start a business and then you crush it. This is how it works. And this is exactly what I did too. And it worked really well for me. You can still hit that 5 to 10K per month, still achieve the 3 freedoms of time, location, and financial freedom, while building up a foundation to be able to go and scale in the long term. So how do you get started now? Well, there's basically a 4-step process to getting started. The first thing you need to do is you need to go in and work with a business. Now, if you don't know anything at all about appointment setting or closing, I have tons of other videos on my channel that you can go and reference to actually learn the skill first. But once you have the skill and once you know what you need to do, it only really takes a couple of days, then you need to first find ideal clients, so that you can actually find where these people are, so you can start to work with them. And what we're looking for in an ideal client is, first off, I'd recommend using Instagram. This is where all of these people live. Your ideal clients live on Instagram. You're going to want to work with an entrepreneur that has a great vision. So somebody that's making money right now, but they want to keep growing. They have some sort of mission or some sort of impact driven dream. They don't just want to make money so they can go travel and just fuck off all day. They actually have like a purpose or something that they want to solve with their business. You want to look for a business that has a good proof of concept. So somebody that actually knows what they're doing, somebody that's been doing this for a little bit of while now, because you want to partner with a semi-successful online business, not somebody making millions, but somebody that's at least making like $20,000 or $30,000 per month. And you can usually tell this just based on people's profile and how they present themselves. Then you also want to work inside of a high ticket offer. So something that's at least $2,000 or more. A super easy way to tell if somebody's selling something expensive or not is when they offer their program. If they offer it as like a link where somebody can go and buy, almost like a course, it's usually something that's pretty cheap. You click on the link and then you just like watch a video and then you buy. That's not what we want to work with in this case. We actually want to work with somebody that takes meetings and appointments, because they don't just work with anybody and everybody. They work with people who are serious, and they charge more, but they get people better results. And then as well, you want to work with somebody that gets good lead volume. So if you have a business that has all this stuff, but they never post on social media, they never get any views, any engagement, any followers, any subscribers, or they're not running ads or anything like that, you could be the best appointment setter in the world, but the business literally just can't make money right now. So you probably don't want to work with that person yet. Now, you can find these people all over Instagram. There's literally tens of thousands of these people. Once you start finding people, you are going to outreach to them and you're going to create a conversation with them. And something super simple, I just typed this up, is you can say something like, "Hey, Nim, how are you? I came across your profile on my Explore page on Instagram and I love your content. I loved your video that talked about how to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days using metabolic priming." Like, so we just include some sort of personalization there based on the person's profile you're talking to. Then you can say something like, "I was wondering right now if you're currently looking for an appointment setter to bring onto your sales team to help you out, to help you bring more qualified prospects on appointments onto your calendar so that you can get more clients. I love the opportunity to work with you. If so, cool if I send over a video introducing myself." Then when they say yes, you're going to send over a video introducing yourself and who you are. And then you're going to try to get on an interview with them. If you get on an interview with them, then you're going to get on the interview. The thing about interviews, a lot of people think that you just go onto an interview and they just ask you questions the whole time. That's not necessarily the case. In a corporate interview, you usually just sit there and get asked questions. In this, you can get asked questions, but I also want you to ask questions back to the business owner. Ask him these qualifiers for an ideal client. Ask them this stuff because it's going to make you seem like you actually know what you're doing, which you should at that point. Now, this outreach message, you can do this, but I want you to change it up a little bit because every single person watching this video, if you guys just go and spam that message out to people and it's the exact same thing word for word, you're probably not going to do too well with it. So I want you to take this. You could even throw this into Chat GPT and say, "Hey, give me a variation of this that gets across the same message," or something like that, to get an outreach message for you. And then once you do this, you'll get hired and you'll make money. And it's just a matter of time before you land your first position and start making money. And Asher, somebody who is in the exact same situation as a lot of you guys watching this video right now, ended up closing a couple clients with the client he's working with. They made $5,000 paid in full, 6.2K paid in full, 5K on a payment plan. And so he gets 10% of that. And you can see how that can allow him to make a lot of money. John just hit 1K in commissions in one day. So putting 1K into his pocket in one day because he went on Instagram for a business owner and he set an appointment. And then that business owner took that appointment and closed the deal for $11,000. And he got 1,000 of that for doing the first initial grunt work. And then Jared talking about how you'll never forget your first 1K day. Jared here crushing it, closing a bunch of deals, et cetera, et cetera. So if you want somebody to go in and help you and do this stuff with, then you can apply. You can go down below in the description and you can apply to work with me one-on-one. I will work with you as your coach. If you meet the criteria, you and I can jump on a quick conversation to see for sure if I can even help you out and if you're qualified. But on this video, you will see somewhere around this video, there's going to be a recommendation to the next video where I talked about this in the beginning, but you can see a live example of somebody actually putting all of this stuff that I covered in this video into practice. I actually got on an interview and I talked about the progress that he's seeing so far. So you can go and watch this next video to see a live example of somebody who actually put all of this stuff into practice and you can see what type of results they're getting. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. You guys take care and have a fantastic rest of your day.